The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, everybody. This is Mike Lucas. Welcome to tonight's Corporate Update webinar. First of all, before we bring on our illustrious presenter, Mike Green, I need to apologize to all parties today. Mike was tied up with, well, not tied up, he was ill, and I got tied up, and he asked me to cancel today's webinars. I could not get back to do that. I had one of my programming guys, because I run a little company myself, take care of the afternoon one. This evening one, my programming, we lost electricity here in the Midwest due to some high winds and storms, and I was not able to get on the evening one and even cancel it. So we probably had some people there waiting, but we were out power for about an hour. And my apologies to anyone who invited people or were there themselves waiting to, why didn't they cancel, why didn't they say something? We were back in the Stone Ages, caveman stuff here without power. So my apologies to those folks who waited there and figured, well, after about 20 minutes, no one's going to show. My apologies to you all and to anyone you invited. Mike?
Was that
Take
a
it away.
humble apology? Because this is the first I've heard of that. I didn't know we missed that cancellation.
Yeah, I was going to get there and just sit there or have one of my guys just like I did this afternoon. Sorry, because I couldn't get there, you couldn't get there, and sorry we can't do it. At least to greet people like we did. And
right.
So anyway.
All right, you guys. Well, I'll apologize too because I'm old now, I guess, and when you get sick, and I've got young kids, and they've been fighting the flu well, not fighting it, they've had the flu all week, and I think I'm Superman still, and I can't get sick. I'm the dad. Dads don't get sick. Well, I got it. I don't think it's contagious over the phone, so you guys are probably safe, and I timed it just right. This is probably the best I've felt all day, so I'll apologize too for being part of that fiasco today. Hopefully I've got an uptick tomorrow, and I can jump back in the saddle and get things back on track tomorrow. So let me get through what I need to get through today while I'm still feeling halfway decent. All right, here we go. Mike's going to try and hammer some questions out as we go through this. I haven't even reviewed with Mike what I'm going over today, so he's going to look at some of this, and he's not going to be able to answer your questions because he's seen it for the first time too. Sorry about that, Mike, but here we go. Hopefully all of you know that Twice is Nice Twice was extended, and I'm going to be blatantly honest with you because that's how I feel like being tonight. Not that I'm not all other times. You guys have figured out by now I'm pretty transparent, almost too transparent sometimes. Do not look for an extension. There, that's just don't. I mean, you can ask and you can beg and you can talk, but it's been discussed already about a potential, extension beyond January 14th. And all I can tell you is, what is it? A week from tomorrow, Twice is Nice Twice is done. It's run its course. In fact, it's run its course over and over again. You guys did a great job with it. Really, the deciding factor to extend that to January 14th was the holiday season, and with the way Christmas and New Year's fell right in the middle of the week, it really played havoc with people that were trying to wire funds in. So that was the real purpose of extending it that 2 more weeks, is we felt bad, almost felt like Scrooge, I guess, for not extending it if we hadn't. So that was a general consensus. And so the reason for the extension was the holidays and the way they fell. So the extension is there, January 14th. You can try and gamble with it if you want. You can try to say, oh, they'll extend it again. They always do. But you heard it here first. What's today? January 6th for Mike Green. Don't look for it. It's I can tell you right now, it's just not happening. If it does, somebody changed their mind. But I can tell you right now, it's been discussed a lot, and just take it. That it's going to end on January 14th, and do your best with it. I know a lot of people have had a lot of fun with that Twice as Nice program, have done a lot of good work with it, have helped a lot of people promote inside of the program, and all I can say is congratulations to those of you that used that program even during the holiday season. It was a job well done. So it's January 6th. Use that to the 14th. Use it to your best benefit. Help people promote with it. Help build your own associate value, but it's ending on January 14th. Boy, even when I don't feel well, I'm repetitive. Fast and Furious, it expired at midnight on 12/31/13. It's over, it's done. Look for an event in April. Some dates that have been thrown around. Yes, we're still talking about Las Vegas, something about the Cosmopolitan, something about a really nice room rate that had been negotiated, and but that's where we're at on Fast and Furious. Again, we're going to post up some winners on that. Don't think we have forgotten how that program started and what it was all about. So we're here to support the people that supported that program well. Again, a lot of people really benefited with it. Twice as Nice and that Fast and Furious that overlaid. I know a lot of people that made some really good sales commissions when they stayed focused on that Fast and Furious program. So again, congratulations to those of you that hit that. Now, product and business overviews. I'm going to tell you right now, by next Monday, there's a lot of things happening next Monday. We were really pushing for a lot of this stuff to be able to be announced tonight, but there's some programming issues for a couple of minor changes, a couple of things that I think you guys are really going to be excited about. But the product and business overviews, leafitoverview.com, that's where we're doing them. You're going to see an overview this week, and you turn around next week, and you're probably not going to recognize it because there's that many changes that are happening that fast. Most of it based around the IT app. But all I can say is stay tuned. If you really want to know the changes as they're happening, as soon as we get the updated business overview done, you guys, and you're going to those overviews on a daily basis, you'll see the changes before anybody else. But I will tell you, we've got huge announcements. I'll already start pitching you right now. Huge announcements come next Monday. I just got confirmation from Lawrence himself, who was on the phone with Ben just over the last half an hour with some time frames of when he'd be able to do the things we've got on his roadmap. And he says very easily by Monday, probably midweek with the changes that we're looking at. Like, again, these aren't, you just wait till you see them. They're going to be really cool. But get your people to those product and business overviews. We're getting great reviews. People are going there. They're mastering the invite. They're sending people to the overviews. People are getting it. Even I know it's a long overview. We're trying to shorten it up. That's part of what we're working on as well with that business overview. Trying to get it down to a 30-minute time zone. Not disclose quite as much, but get you there. Again, we've got Von Tarver. I'm going to announce him again on Monday, this next Monday. He's got a whole regiment. He's piecing together what he wants to do with conference calls. And we're kind of going to split this up. Here, let me go back a step. We're going to kind of split this up a little bit. Product and business overviews. I think what we're looking at now, because I talked to Von for a long time today, and yesterday, I think what we've really drilled down to is, and you guys thought I was sick and took the day off, I think what we've drilled down to is conference calls Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday with a very structured 30-minute conference call including testimonials. So I think it's going to be very powerful. Vaughn is an expert in this arena. So you're going to have conference calls Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and you're going to have business overviews Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that's going to kind of be the regiment that we roll forward with. But look for that schedule change in your back office on the calendar. We'll probably start mapping that out later this week, and it'll start taking effect next week. And then, of course, at leafitoverview.com, you'll be able to get an update on what that schedule looks like as well. But I'm telling you, we're going to hit this from a lot of different angles, you guys. There's a lot of people that look at that webinar as a barrier. I'm hearing now from some people that they just don't know how to get on the computer, or they don't understand the process. So we're going to go a little bit old school, and we're going to go new school, combined together, all together. We're going to hit everybody. People that love conference calls, and they love that format because they grew up on it. They've been in the industry for 20, 30 years, and they love that conference call environment. We're going to have that again Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Von Tarver is going to lead that campaign. Then the webinar overviews Monday, Wednesday. Man, I'm still repetitive. Whatever that was, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All right, the IT app update. Commission structure, we've gone back and forth several different times. That's why we kind of held off explaining to the field what we're going to do with the IT app and how it's going to roll out commission structure-wise. And I'm going to try and stay on task with this topic. I want to share a spreadsheet with you. I did this on the leaders webinar on Friday. So all I'm going to tell you is I'm going to try and stream this down just a little bit. And there's only so much information I can share with you on this anyway, but try to stay with this. I try to make this as simple as I can. I know a lot of people aren't Excel. I'm an Excel freak, for crying out loud. This is about the most simplistic spreadsheet I've ever put together, and I know it still confuses some, and no offense to anyone. If you're not used to Excel, these things start to look confusing, but I'm going to try and do it like this. Hang on just a second. See, I got something I don't like there. Okay, let's go with this. We're calling them installs, IT app installs. When we do the business overview, we talk about, when the social network launches, you guys go out and find 20 friends to join the social network. Well, now it's become find 20 people to enjoy the IT app, because the IT app is the social network. It's all one and the same. We get that question a lot. Well, what's the difference between a guy that downloads the install, downloads the mobile app, and someone that joins the social space, it's the same person. So we're calling them it app installs. All I want to do is share some numbers with you and kind of show you the flow of what this looks like. We're going to say that you went out and did the minimum of what the company has always talked about. You went out and found 20 friends to join the social space and get their mobile app install all at the same time. So you've got 20. 5% of those people, and some of these numbers, you guys, we're doing some speculation here, so don't hold me to any of these numbers. I've heard this number as low as 1%, as high as 20%. I picked 5 just because I like the math on it, because people can usually do the math on 5. So 5% of the people that you have shared the social network with, 5 people that have downloaded the IT app, make a purchase every month. The average sale on Amazon.com, according to Mike Lucas, is $42. The affiliate commission to Leaf, 10% of that $42, Leaf gets $4.20 for that sale. So what does that mean? Somebody downloaded the IT app. They actually used the IT app. They took, they snapped it. They bought it. They shared it. When they bought it, their average sale was $42. The affiliate commission is what Leaf gets for that transaction, and that's kind of on the low side, 10%. You'll see that goes high as 15 to 18% when the company's doing huge volume. I've heard that affiliate commission can go all the way up to 18%. Shared commission simply means, that's what Leaf made, $4.20. The way that's going to be shared out to the field, and I want to be very loose with that terminology here, this is anybody that owns the free IT app. So if you own the free IT app, you're not even a distributor. You're going to get paid just on the first level, okay? So that in itself is kind of different when it comes to a network marketing business model, that your free subscriber can actually make money. They just downloaded the IT app. They wanted to use it. They wanted to play with it. They're going to get paid on the first level. Now, you as a distributor, I'm assuming that everybody on this call is a distributor, an associate, you're going to get paid 9 levels deep on that IT app. To get paid on the IT app, all you have to do is become a distributor. And I'm going to tell you that it's $49.95 plus the $48 annual renewal fee, and then I'm going to tell you come Monday that's going to change. And you guys are going to be so excited when you see this change. I have a hard time not telling you what it's going to be. It's going to be very advantageous for you when you see this new structure on what it's going to take for a free IT apper, a guy that downloads, or a gal that downloads the free IT app to get into the social network, to use that IT app, for them to upgrade to become a distributor and earn 9 levels deep inside of this commission structure. All it is they become a distributor. And when you hear the pricing on it, you're going to be extremely pleased that we've made it so easy for a free app user to become a distributor and get paid 9 levels deep. Now this is where the math starts getting kind of wacky. And I'm going to explain 2 different things to you here. I built this based off of, hey, you went out and did the minimum. You went out and found 20 people to use the IT app, to get involved with the social network, 20. And the duplication factor was 3. And I hope we all understand duplicate. That means, you found 3 that got 3 that got 3 that got 3. We've talked about that for years. What's different in this model is your free IT apper, how many friends do they have? How many Facebook friends does the average Facebooker have? Mike, I think I've heard upwards of 200, and I think somebody threw me a number once at 246. I don't know how accurate that was. I didn't fact check it, but I know it's a lot. The average person on Facebook has a lot more friends than I have. I think I'm up to 66 now, which we all laugh about. But what we're talking about here is your free subscriber, okay? Your free IT app user becomes a distributor, okay? They want to get paid 9 levels deep, but they can still share that IT app and earn commissions on all of their free IT app users. So if they've got 200 friends and they've talked 100 of them into using the IT app, this duplication of 3 is minuscule in comparison to what could actually happen. And I hope I'm making this clear. If I had to go out and sign up 3 and they had to spend money for me to get the duplication factor, then yeah, 3 maybe is a good number to use. But if everybody that I know, I became a distributor, okay? I spent that X amount of dollars, and I can't tell you what it is until next Monday, but I spent that X amount of dollars to become a distributor, but I'm still going to get commissioned on every single friend I have that's downloaded the IT app. And again, that's going to be 2 pushes of a button. I get the IT app, I push 1 button, I've got the social network and the IT app working for me. I push another button and invite all of my friends to come join me on Leaf. All my Facebook friends or any other social network you want. We're going to be linked up with the majority of them. And you're going to be able to push one button and say, yeah, and send an invite out to every single one of my friends inside of Facebook to come use the IT app and come join the social network. And it's going to be that simple. So the duplication factor, I think, just goes off the charts. If you're going to send out an invite to 246 friends, and even if just 10% of them decide to come over and download that IT app and start using it, this duplication factor of 3, again, I think it's minuscule. Now, there's something else that I want to, oh, is that not going to work? Come on now. There's something else I want to throw into the mix with this. When the IT app comes out, we're talking about having a marketing system that's going to allow you to build your IT app install base as big as you want. Again, I can't give you a full disclosure on that. I can only tell you that the company is going to be very aggressive on doing advertising and allowing the distributor base to come in and share in that advertising model, share in a media buy to go out and generate app installs for you. So, instead of the company just letting this thing go viral and the distributors all end up saying, hey, wait a minute, the company grew without us. All these people were joining, it, and we didn't get any credit for it. The company's going to say, no, in turn, what we're going to do is we're going to allow you to participate in the advertising campaigns that the company runs. And, the numbers that I've started to see, because again, personally, I'm not huge on social networking. Again, I got 66, 67 friends in Facebook. I'm not one of those guys that has 500, 5,000, 10,000. I know there's people out there that do. But a guy like me saying, well, if I can only generate 20, because that's all, I don't have that many friends in social networking, what if I were able to generate 200? What if I were able to participate in a media buy with the company, managed by the company, and the company simply returns me for what I share in dollars. They share back with me, a piece of what that advertising captured, and I were to get 200 installs. Now, I don't know if you guys notice these numbers jump over here, but when 5% of 200 people, and I'd much rather have 200 people using the IT app on my front line than having 20. I mean, that's easy math. But not changing anything else, just a 5% monthly, 5% of those people, of those 200 on a monthly basis make a purchase. Now we're up to 10 per month making a purchase. The average person's purchase didn't change, still $42 a month. Affiliate commission, I think as the company grows, that commission is going to begin to skyrocket. It goes up with volume, so 10% affiliate commission back to Leaf can take a nice little jump there. But still leaving that the same, I don't know if you noticed what these numbers did, but the duplication factor didn't change. It's all the same. I just have more IT app installs on my front line. I have 200 friends inside of Leaf now instead of just 20. Now, I don't know the other, I might know the first 20. I don't know these other 180. I jumped into an advertising campaign with the company and let them manage that, let them do the media buys, and share the return of what that media buy got back with me personally. And I've now got more friends on my front line. With more friends on my front line, that's more people making purchases on a monthly basis. And when you start looking at what that could mean in depth, 9 levels deep for an associate, I mean, you start talking 65,610 people. And I think I did this, I know that's a huge number, but I did this kind of on a modest basis. That's a duplication factor of 3. That means each one of these 10 people shared it with how many of their friends? When they got excited about the IT app and they made a purchase, and they said, oh my gosh, look what I did, look how much money I saved, I got it cheaper than you did, ha ha ha, and they share it with their friends, who share it with their friends, who share it with their friends. This is not about distributors. This number over here is not about distributors. That's just about people that are using our IT app. They can be free IT app users. The only thing that's going to make them more money is if they do become a distributor and spend that X amount of dollars to become a distributor, and they can earn 9 levels deep. If they don't, they're only earning 1 level deep. But because you're a distributor, again, it doesn't matter if they're free IT app users or they've become distributors, you personally are going to get paid 9 levels deep. And you're going to get paid on people that have absolutely no interest in becoming a distributor for the company. They're just happy that they're using the IT app and saving money as they go out and shop online. So I know you've all seen these kinds of numbers, written out before, and it's all pie in the sky, and you're going, yeah, what, right, whatever. But this is a business model. When this IT app rolls out, people get excited about using it, and people are seeing it work in public, and they're going, what did you just do? I just used my IT app. What's that? Oh, it's this free download. You need my invite code, but it's this free download. You will have free IT apper sharing with strangers how the free IT app used because it's that cool. And as that friend base starts to grow, you're getting commissioned on all of it. Again, the duplication of 3 factor here is not based on how many distributors you have in your downline. It's how many free IT app users. Now, I'm going to do something here that most people wouldn't. Mike will probably cringe when I do this, but there's no limit on the advertising purchases that you would be able to make to get into a media buy with the company and have them return to you as many IT app subscribers as you want. Those are crazy numbers. Now, for those of you that can do math and you want to take 5% of $4.20, you go, man, I'm not making very much per sale. But when you got 656,100 of them making a purchase on your 9th level, that stuff adds up. Guys, this is one additional income stream coming into this business model, and the potential of it is just, it's huge. You know, when you blow this thing up a little bit and say, as the company starts doing massive volume, I get in arguments with Mike Lucas all the time. He says $42 is the average sale. You know, what if it's not? What if this company starts, you know, edging towards the pricey? I look at using the IT app. I'm not looking to make a $42 purchase with my IT app. I'm taking a picture of that Rolex watch, or I'm taking a picture of that guy's, or my wife's taking a picture of that gal's $600 purse. You know, she wants to see how much she can buy it for. And the IT app is going to tell her the cheapest place to buy it online right now. Snap, she takes a picture, boom, she hits search. It returns where she can buy it right now today, and she buys it, and you can commission for it. I think this average could easily go $100. For those of you that know me, I have this cute little new laptop that has this little swivel screen on it. I can't tell you how many people want to buy this computer. They see it, they like it, and if I were able to get paid a commission for the number of people that bought this computer because I've got it, I'd be making some money. And to let that thing go viral, where I've got 2,000 people that I could share this laptop with, simply take a picture of it, share it with my whole entire social network, people I don't even know, 2,000 IT app users that I'm sharing this picture of this computer with, and they buy it, and I get commissioned on it. You know how many people that is? That's almost 1 million people with 2,000 IT app installs. So I don't want to get too carried away here. I can just tell you where this company is going, and allowing you to jump into a media buy so the company can make sure that all the app installs come back to the distributor base is a big deal. Sharing that instead of keeping it for the, you know, instead of the company keeping it for themselves is a huge deal. And you look at the earnings potential. Again, I know you guys have all seen numbers like this and mapped out. It's crazy, but you know, what if? You know, you can't even see the numbers. What is that? Yeah, see, I can't even do that. Just the duplication factor of 3 takes this thing and throws it off the hook. So the question is really going to be down the road. And again, we're talking April, so I'm kind of talking futuristic stuff here, but it's real. When the IT app launches, you know, by the time it's fully developed, 3-4 months down the road, I'd say probably pretty darn close to 3 months from now, you're going to be looking at the company going, hey, it's time to do some media buys. It's time to do some advertising. And we have some experts in this arena. We have people that know exactly how to do the right type of advertising to return to you, not a person that might want to install the app, but a person that has installed the app. And then push campaigns that go out to them to keep them in the loop, to get them to buy, to get them to use that app. It's already being put together. It's already being formulated on exactly what that marketing strategy is going to look like. But all I can tell you is when you take the gloves off and the company is going to let you make a decision on how many people you want to have on your front line, IT app users, that's a big deal. Let me go back one more step. These people that are using the IT app, they're going to be dripped on by the company to say, hey, psst, come here. You know, for X amount of dollars, you could actually get paid not 1 level commission. You know, when you're sharing your information with others, you could get paid 9 levels deep. And all you have to do is pay X amount of dollars. And there's a matrix that goes on top of that. It's a big deal. Be here next Monday. We'll disclose a little more information on what that X number is. We're also going to disclose a little more information on what the matrix is going to look like. The qualifications to earn in depth have been greatly reduced. The dollar amount has been reduced. The simplistics of explaining the matrix have been reduced. You're going to fall in love with what we announce next Monday. Hang on a second. Let me get back to here. Was there? Oh, matrix and landing pages update. You're going to have to wait. That's what I was just talking about. The matrix, the earning in depth in the matrix changes, I will say Monday, because again, I just got off the phone with Lawrence, who was on the phone with our lead programmer, and they're telling me, yes, absolutely, not a problem at all, done this week, so to be able to announce that Monday, not a problem. The landing page that you see right now at vleaf.com/signup, look for that to change as well and be more focused on the IT app also by next Monday. I'm not going to tell you any more about it. I'm just going to tell you to be here by next Monday, and you'll be able to see it for yourself. But those kinds of enhancements that are going on right now inside of this company, I couldn't be more excited. Streamlining this whole entire process and getting us to a point where we can explain this program quicker, faster, especially to IT app users, I think is going to help all of us grow our businesses. Again, if we can get people in the front door with an IT app install, that's our terminology, guys. It's an install. They installed their mobile app. It's an install. They installed it on their smartphone. So it's an IT app install. But as people come in to use the free IT app and then realize that there's more there and they're attached to you, you built your front line of thousands or even tens of thousands of IT app subscribers. I don't have that many friends, you guys. I get pretty excited about the thought that I'll be able to go out and jump in a marketing campaign, an advertising marketing campaign, spend a little bit of money or a lot of money, a little bit of money a week or a lot of money a week or some this month and none next month, but pick and choose when I want to grow my install base. I'll tell you, I got a lot of people, I've known people for years that have always struggled with sponsoring and recruiting. And by having a free IT app user, a free IT app install that you can actually have sitting on your front line for a lot of people, that's just a magical experience. And the company coming back in to market to those people for you is also a magical experience. You actually could be looking at a program where, what do? You SWO every day, you use your IT app when you're out in public, people see you use it, you share the story with them, and the rest of it is just fun. How many IT app installs do you want on your front line? You want to go out and hustle and generate them for free yourself? Go knock yourself out and do that. Do that, and if you're saying, hey, my front line's not growing fast enough and I'm going to go spend $100 or $200 or $500 and get on one of these media buys and get some more IT app installs on my front line, what are you doing that for? To get closer to numbers like that. So I couldn't be more excited with the decisions the company's making right now as far as getting this program to work automated for the distributor base and help the distributor base grow a huge IT app install base. Dang, I'm excited. Mike, I'm also burned out. I'm hitting that moment of the day where I don't feel as good as I did 15 minutes ago. So have we got a few questions that maybe you haven't answered, or a couple of questions I could help answer, or some that we want to take public? Mike Lucas. Mike Lucas isn't talking to me anymore. Oh my gosh, maybe I'm not talking to anybody. Somebody tell me they can hear me, they can see me. I know I can hear, yes. Thanks, Jody, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, Mike was having issues today with sub-0 degree temperatures and a pilot light being out. Mike, you better call me. I'll make sure you're still okay. Let me scroll through and see if we have any questions you guys wanted answered. 7:33. I'll muster up some strength here. Bill says, any news on U.S. merchant account? I was on the phone with Von Tarver today. He is helping lead that campaign along with a couple of other people. He told me that he's on the phone first thing tomorrow morning with this one huge account that he's got good connections with, and it sounds to me from the way Von's talking, we're very, very close, very close. Oh, look at this, the very next question. What happened to Von Tarver? Von is here. Von, what this pricing structure that we were looking at that we thought we would have done today, Von that's his focal point. Remember, Von's just getting started in this business model, and before he goes out and brings his whole entire group on, he wants to make sure that they've got, they're all in the same program. So all Von's waiting for is us. So not shame on Von, but shame on us for not having for not having our act together. But I think Von will. I'm working with him tomorrow. I worked with him a lot today, but I think Von he's already talking about a couple of big calls he's doing with Lawrence tomorrow. But I'll tell you, he's there. For anybody who wants to know what's going on with Von, if you know him, call him. He'll tell you. Let me scroll down here. The main issue for me is, how do you find people to get to the webinar in the first place? That's social influence, Elliot. You just gotta go out and tell people. I know when I used to have a day job and I was really excited about what I was doing, just the way I walked into work differently made a difference. People would look at me and say, man, why you got that extra bounce in your step? And that's the beginning of the conversation. Sometimes it's just the way you look, just the way you act. If you're excited about life and excited about what's going on and you're not normally that way, people are going to say, oh my gosh, why are you so excited? That's it. That's your opening. That's all you need. Man, I found a way to make money online at home. I make more money at home than I do at work all day, and I can do that before I even come to work. I mean, you know, it's an awesome. I just can't believe it. Finally found a way to make money online, and that's, you know, I think that's the best opening line. And they say, well, what is it? You know you've got an interested party. If they say, hey, I'm happy for you, you know you have a disinterested party, and you probably don't want to spend much more time there. But for a person that says, really, tell me more, that's the person that you meet, that you chase them to a webinar, and you simply get them to a webinar. So you do have to talk to people. You have to open your mouth. You've got to talk to somebody. You got to send an email out. I'll tell you, the last 2 times I've built large organizations, I've done it with text. You know, jump into your phone, grab your smartphone, open it up, and just start texting people and say, OMG. Now, I'm an old guy, so it took me a while to be able to use OMG, but just type in OMG. It stands for oh my gosh. OMG, can't believe what I just found. You send that text out to 15 people, and I'll bet you got 5 people that call you or text you back and say, what did you find? Those are the people you want to talk to. So there's a little bit of prospecting tidbits from Mike Green. David. I don't understand that. Maybe there's another follow-up there. Down. Elliot. Oops. Oops, I just answered that. What else we got here? Oh, here's David's follow-up. See if I can make sense of this. AV was not. We all have. Okay, David Burke, all I can tell you is stay on support. Support will get that issue fixed for you. Lucy, there's a good question. What's the minimum amount of money to open a Leaf account? Well, I don't say open a Leaf account, but to become an actual associate for the company, open an account sounds a lot like you're opening up a savings account or yeah. So I kind of stay away from that terminology. You know, how much does it cost to open an account? If you want to be a distributor for the company, an associate for the company, get to a webinar because we cover that in there. But right now, currently, it's $48 to be an associate. You can be a free affiliate for free, but an associate's $48, and then you pay $49.95 for your builder package. And all I can tell you is that's going to change by Monday. So I can't give you that price point, but right now, current environment, yes, $48 and then the $49.95. Yes, Skip. When the IT app is online, in fact, we'll probably get it into the comp plan, you know, well before that. But yes, it will be in the comp plan and disclosed completely in the comp plan. D Cooper said, "Wow!" Right back at you, D. Wow, back at you.
Sorry,
oh, there's
Mr.
Mike.
Green.
Mike's back. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
No, sorry, guys.
You're not okay.
Emergency happened next door, so we had to help a lady who was having some problems.
Trying to light a pilot light and lit the whole house on fire?
She actually thought she was having a heart attack.
Oh, geez, that's even more serious.
Yeah, so, but we're okay. Anyway, what can we, I don't know.
I'm just answering some questions, Mike. Are
okay.
These level amounts based on my logging an item and then 9 people deep buy it, or the 9th level tags it and I get paid, or both? Do you know what I mean? Jody, I think I know what you mean, and the answer is yes. So the more you share, the more tagging, the more content that you're sharing online. Again, it doesn't have to be just one item. When you guys understand how this IT app works, you're going to go nuts. You're going to be taking content and tagging it and sharing it, not just one item, not just your computer, not just the Louis Vuitton purse, not just your shoes or your bracelet or the necklace you just bought your wife for her birthday yesterday. That's a really pretty necklace. But you'll be tagging all kinds of stuff. Just as you go, you know, you'll be looking at, yes, you'll be tagging, and all those levels are based on the thought process that you're active with your IT app, and you're sharing your content like you do in any other social space, more like Pinterest probably than Facebook at this point, but you're sharing that content with people that have interest in that content. You'll build your social network based on all the girlfriends that you know that like purses. Another group maybe of all the girls that like shoes, and when you see the coolest pair of shoes walking down the street, snap, tag, share, buy. There you go. Build it. It goes crazy. That's just one item that you tag, though. How many items do you want to tag today? 5, 10, 15 a day? Have fun with it. That's why I say people will be asking you, what did you just do? Because as you have fun with the It app, you're going to be laughing the whole entire time because you're going to be snapping it. You're going to be tagging it. You might even walk up and say, are those really Louis Vuitton? Yes, they are. Okay, cool. I just tagged it. Now I know they're Louis Vuitton. It goes out. You share it with your whole entire group of girls that like shoes, and bam, that thing goes viral. It's not just they share it with 3. Your girlfriend might share it with 300 people in her Leaf social network. Not 300. Because that's what social networking is all about. We share it with 300 people just on your second level. What could that turn into as far as a commission? Those 300 share it with how many? Do they share it with just 3? Some of them don't share it with anybody, but another 2 or 3 or 5 share it with another 500. Guys, all I can tell you is Jeff just said it best. He said, dude, right back at you, Jeff, dude, epic. My kids love that saying too, epic. I'm going to skip Bill's question, Mike, because I don't want to put you on the spot. Guys, all I can tell you is sales funnels, we're finding our way through this, okay? So just bear with me, bear with us, or go build your own. I think I said that to Mike today, and I'm like, well, can I really say that out loud? Guys, all I can tell you is there's a lot of us that have built huge organizations in this company already in the last 8 months without a sales funnel. I know it will help all of you. We're doing the best we can. The ball is moving so darn fast. So it's like trying to build a sales funnel and you're playing ping pong and nobody's missed in the last 3 weeks. And the ball just keeps flying so fast, you can't even keep up with it. And how do you get it to stop so you can build a sales funnel for you? So just know that we're putting energy in that, Bill, and we have an interest level because we know that's going to help you
Hey, Bill.
build a bigger network, and that's what we're here for.
I'm going to throw Mike under the bus.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just was at a tire.
Starting to feel a little bit better too, Mike. Go ahead.
If I'm here next week, one way or another, that something's going to launch next Monday. I don't care what the company says. I'm just going to be blunt and honest. Since we're going to be honest, the company has been fluctuating a lot with what they want to focus on. Obviously, the advertising, the It app, and a lot of stuff is in flux with that. But we're going to have a funnel page for something come next Monday night. So when we come here, I'm going to tell you guys where you can go and start getting it. Not waiting anymore.
Thank you,
it's been
Mike.
done. So
Mike's the guys, and I, Mike, throw me under the bus on every topic. I don't care. Just know that this isn't my expertise. I've never been a sales funnel guy, so.
But it's not Mike's fault that we're holding off on the funnel. It's no one's particular fault. Like he said, a lot of things have been in flux, and so we're just going to go with what we have. And if things change, we'll change the funnel as things change. So will this be version 1 of the funnel? And
there you go.
So there'll be version 1, and next week you may have a different funnel out there based on what's happening. But we will try and stay up to date with the funnel on what we're currently is a focus. But we're going to have something starting next Monday. Next Tuesday, we're going to start training.
Now, Skip asks thank you, Mike. Skip asks a very good question. He says, are we still going to SWO? It's amazing how you guys are a lot of you are right in line step with us, kind of going, well, wait a minute, this sounds so exciting. Are we still going to SWO? Because that sounds kind of silly now. All I can tell you is the only thing I know for sure, the only thing you can count on staying the same inside of this company is change. It's the only thing that stays the same inside of this business model is change. And Skip, we've already talked about it. We want to make it very simple. I think we want it to be more simple than this SWO. We've already kicked around some ideas of a snap tag share a day, to actually get people to engage with their It app every single day. Something easier than what we do now, but something that actually has maybe a little more relevance. So, but you don't know. I can't tell you yet. We're 90 days before we see the It app. So, but that's very intuitive of you to realize that we would actually, potentially be talking about that, and we already are. Dee's asking about business cards. Go ahead, Mike.
Mark has a question here. How can he explain the builder's package? Maybe we should call it a marketing package.
I think, you know what? We started with that terminology, and that terminology does need to go away. We tried to break it when we went to the $49.95.
Because it's really more of a marketing package because you get advertising, you get a suite of tools, you're going to get a sales funnel. It's more of a marketing package.
I think, well, right now, if you look at, I'm pretty sure everywhere we call it, except for when I talk about it, I still call it a builder package because it just kind of, it's habit, it just comes out. But almost every place else in writing, you'll see us call it an ad pack. Or not an ad pack. What is it, Mike? An advertising. Shoot, now I
A
can't even say
marketing
it.
package. It's a complete marketing package. You get forms to build. You get forms to build your team. You get sales funnels. You get advertising to advertise. It's a complete marketing package.
There you go.
Builder's package is probably change.
Lucy says, can I recruit somebody in Haiti?
Okay,
I'm going to try and go look, Lucy. I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to go to page 2, and then I'm going to select country, and I'm going to type in H, and there it is.
Corey, I'll take Corey's question.
The question
Corey's asking.
Answer that question would be yes.
Corey,
That's
yes.
how you find it.
Okay, Corey's question is, can you buy cars and trucks with the app? I'm an Amazon affiliate. You can sell some crazy stuff on high-ticket items on Amazon is one of the items, and there's other affiliate programs out there. So are high-ticket items possible to be sold with this type of app? Yes. So I hope that answers that.
Hey, do you all light a fire on the business card template? Because I think that should be an easy fix. I'll work with Steve tomorrow on that. But I agree. I know a lot of people are getting very, very anxious.
Kim says we should call it a business pack. That's an interesting term.
Marketing pack, business pack, marketing pack, anything but a...
Still says builder's package in the back office, and that's true. That's one of the loose ends that needs to be tied up.
Got it. Okay. Corey, 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and yes, I'm going to be doing, I think, a live webinar at 6, and that will be broadcast in the conference room at the Holiday Inn Express.
That's not spaghetti.
At 6 o'clock as well. So
that's not spaghetti place.
That's not spaghetti. That's spaghetti is
Wednesday.
Spaghetti is Silver Valley.
Is that Wednesday?
Mike.
Spaghetti yes, Wednesdays. Okay, I'll remember that. And Thursdays is pizza.
Yes. Thursdays with Corey is always a blast. Yeah, Pizza Factory Thursday. That's where I put on a couple extra pounds every week. I eat the leftovers when we're all done.
I see. The Tuesday should be an exercise club.
We need to do that on Fridays. Okay, how soon will business cards be ready? Cheryl's asking the same thing. I'll work on business cards, you guys. I know I can push a couple buttons or make a couple phone calls and see if we can get that moving a little bit quicker, because that should have been done already. Paid daily. App commissions, I don't think are going to be paid daily, Jeff. I think those are going to be a little bit tougher because Mike's more of an affiliate marketer than I am.
Guys, when you sell a lot of affiliate programs, each affiliate program has a different clearance time, and to be honest with you, some of them can be a month. They pay once a month. The most they pay is once a month. Many of them will pay quarterly. They'll hold it for 3 months, because what happens if you order something on Amazon, say a pair of shoes or that purse, that person has a chance to refund or give back or say, no, I don't want this purse for 40, some of them up to 45 days. So as an affiliate, the company isn't going to want to pay commissions out, because they may say this is your only sale. Not be true knowing the model we have, but that's how the affiliate programs look at it. They want to make sure that that purchase is not being returned. So you're going to look at from a timestamp of purchase, probably I would say 90 days would be a safe. But again, it's just like getting paid here. Once you start getting paid every month, you'll have funds coming in. But it's just not possible to be paid every day on affiliate sales because of all the different variables. And I think, what did you say, Mike? There's like 3,000 different affiliate programs that's in the Kittle.
Yeah.
So it's going to have to be once a month. I would maybe twice a month, but I would look for once a month. But that's still an excellent income stream on top of everything else. So
okay, I'm going to repeat I'm going to try to do these real fast. Patrick's talking about credit cards, and all I can tell you is Von Tarver is on the phone first thing tomorrow morning. I'll have an answer for you. I'm looking for something by Monday. Credit cards, real quick, let me tell you, if there's a business name on the credit card you're trying to use, it's not going to work. I have not seen one since we opened up with this merchant services account that's ever worked. So if it's got a business name on the credit card, go find another credit card. make sure that the name in the credit card field matches exactly as it shows on your credit card. If there's a hyphenated last name, use it. If there's a middle initial without a period, don't put a period in the name field. That's got to match exactly. Then call your bank. Call your bank and say, hey, I'm doing an international, online purchase for whatever, for $40, for $48, for $1,000. Tell them what you're doing, and those are the 3 fixes we've got for you, and we're doing our best to get another merchant services here in the United States opened up. Where is support? I'm going to take that question as, how do I find customer support? It's down at the bottom of every single page. Just scroll to the very bottom, you see a little button down there that says support. Click it and ask them your question. To use fully. What about credit cards to use for the business? When will they work? If you're asking the question I just answered, Patrick, I don't think with the merchant services we have right now, I don't think business credit cards are ever going to work with that merchant services account, so you have to wait until we come up with a new one. James says, how long will it take to withdraw? Mike, can you see my calendar when I do this?
Right now, yes, sir.
Okay, perfect question. I think I had a person that asked, hey, I asked for a cash out on the 23rd, and it still isn't here. So let's count together. The 23rd is not day 1. The very next day is day 1. So there's the 24th. The 25th was a holiday. So here's day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't count the weekends.
You
9,
you counted
10.
the first, Mike. You can't
Oh,
count
I counted the first. Thank you for catching me on that, Mike. The first was a holiday as well, so you'd be looking at the 8th.
It's guys, actual banking days when the lobbies, not the drive-throughs, but I'd say your lobbies are open. When is the president of the bank in his office?
10 business days. I know a lot of businesses are open on Saturday and Sunday, but I guess it's old terminology, but an old banker like I am, that's Monday through Friday. So again, if you ask for it on the 23rd, the 24th is day 1. Christmas, we didn't count. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not counting the first. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you ask for a cash out on the 23rd of December, it'd be rolling on the 8th of January is when you would see it in your iPayout e-wallet. And in fact, I think we actually pushed an extra day today, Mike. Did you notice that?
Yes, we did. We got 2 paid
So
days
it actually showed up in our iPayout e-wallet in 9 days, not in 10. So
I would ask everyone, if you have a team or some friends in there, sideline, downline, let them know this, because it does create some confusion out there. Unfortunately, not everyone listens to these calls. I see the same names on these calls every week because I look at the names. It's you guys who are plugged in, but there's so many people, for whatever reason, that don't come to these calls, and they don't understand this. And Mike has been saying this, I know, since November 1st. And here we are in January, and there's still people saying, well, I requested the cash out yesterday. It's not here today. Where is it? It's just mind-boggling to me.
This is a business. You got to treat it like one, and you'll understand everything that's going on. Make the webinars. Come to the corporate update calls. Get in and learn it. People ask me all the time, Mike, why do you know so much about this company? Well, I made it. I made it something that I wanted to have all the answers to. So I persist until I get the answer I want, and then I own it. So, and then I teach other people on my downline the same answers. Kim has a great question. So the IT app, we can sign up people all over the world, or just strictly in the United States? Kim, it's all over the world. That's crazy. Think about that. Even in Vietnam. How precise is the analyzer in the app, Mark wants to know. Mark, the database will be built by the subscriber base. The big part of what we're doing, yes, there will be image recognition, but that's not one of the first components. That's not part of the minimum viable product that will be out at the end of March. It's going to be all about tagging, and this is what was so ingenious about what we did versus what some of the competition is trying to bring to market. They're all trying to do it solely off of image recognition, and that technology could be 10 years down the road before it ever gets 100% accurate. What we are doing different is we are tagging items, and as we tag those items, we're building our database. So the distributor base and the free IT app subscriber base is building this huge portfolio of pictures that have been taken, and tagging those pictures as, yes, that is a Louis Vuitton purse. And as we build that database, the analyzer gets more and more accurate. So that's the direction we're going. And then, yes, image recognition will become part of that, probably not until, I've heard, May or June, but that will kick in as well. So, and you already answered Corey's question. Yes, you can buy a truck or a car. So when is it coming out? Keith says he can't wait. I can't wait either, Keith. But I'll tell you what, as I stop and think of how many free It app users you could have on your front line, I got to be honest with you guys, about a week, 2 weeks ago, I got a little bit depressed because I'm not that social. I might sound good on the phone or not. Maybe you like me, maybe you don't. See, that's why I don't have that many friends, because I don't care. You either like me for who I am or you don't. It goes one way or the other. But I started looking at this It app thing, and I thought, man, I'm going to be handicapped. How many people am I really going to be able to get to use the It app? And then we come out with this notion that you're actually going to be able to jump into a media buy, not for a lead, because I bought leads before and they suck. No offense, Mike, but I mean, there's a lot of work. You get 50, 60, 70 leads, and now you got to get on the phone and start calling people, and they hang up on you, and they say, call me back in an hour, and then they're not there when you call back in an hour. You go through that whole rigmarole. You're going to do a media buy and buy an install. The app's already been installed, and the company's already dripping on them saying, hey, you look over here, look what else we got. So I think that's huge. And when you start talking about, I could build that front line of It app users as big as I want, and just take some of my commissions and buy some more media buys and jump into a media buy once a day, once a week, once a month, whatever your pocketbook or whatever commissions you're rolling in. I think it's going to be ginormous.
Can you answer? It's going to be hard because it's in the middle. Alex. Oh man, I saw. Someone's asking here. How can they build a team when things are changing in 2 weeks? And that's a misconception there to some extent. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I'll tell you right now what I just announced tonight. You're right, I probably shouldn't have, but I think that's why we have these corporate update calls is to kind of give you the heads up instead of just shocking you. The last thing we want to do is have you go to your computer, sit down in front of a brand new prospect you're signing up and saying, hey, it's going to be $48 for the annual administrative fee, and it's going to be $49.95 for your monthly advertising package. And then you go to your computer and you start signing them up, and it's different. And now you've got egg on your face. It looks like you don't even know what you're doing. So that's why we try to announce these things before they come out. But guys, I'm telling you, the kind of changes we're making, you wait until next Monday. When you see the pricing that we're doing and how it's going to simplify that sign-up process, and it's going to be so easy to Von Tarver says it best, man, if I can describe what this is going to be like in 2 minutes or less, we're going to hit a home run. Von Tarver's looking at 10,000 and 50,000 is what he thinks he can go out and help accomplish with this company in the next 60 to 90 days. 10,000 It app subscribers and 50,000. He's done this before, you guys, and he's so excited about it because we have listened to a lot of his input, and we've drilled this down to where it's so easy to explain to the brand new person. We're knocking down barriers left and right, you guys. So I know it's changing, but again, in the business world, and especially we're in a startup, you got to remember that. We're still in a startup, you guys. And in a startup, if these are the growing pains, all I can tell you is you wait. Give it another 6 months. When this thing solidifies out and we've got it dialed in tight and accurate, there's still going to be changes. Nothing ever stays the same anymore. Everything changes all the time. We're trying to narrow down, how often those changes happen. But man, these changes are, I think, phenomenal. They're great. I don't know, Mike.
Yes.
Did I answer that question?
Yes.
Okay. The app, no, I don't think the app was ever going to launch in the next 2 weeks. The app we've been talking about has always been a development program. And the first company that we started contracting with, or thought about contracting with, SourceBits out of San Francisco, that was going to be a 6 to 9 month project before they launched the It app. We found a better company, actually one of their competitors, but kind of a higher end competitor, Fueled.com. Go check out their website. Go check out the apps that they've built, designed for Ducati, for Porsche, for Procter & Gamble. I mean, you count them. But ever since we decided to go with Fueled instead of SourceBits, it's always been a 90-day. And that's what I announced probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, that it was a 90-day rollout to get to the minimum viable product. We've been very clear with that the It app is, and 90 days is phenomenal, to be honest with you. But that's when the first version of the It app comes out, It app 1.0. And there will be, I'm no longer the presenter. Thanks, Mike.
I know. I wanted to show a little sneak preview of something.
Okay. I can't believe you've had me on the phone for an hour and I don't even feel good. My head's pounding. Don't feel
This is going to be for the Leafit News, you guys. This is something our programming team is still working on. when you guys have a different Monday, you have a different URL every time for the webinar. So you'll be able to come here, sign up for webinars. This is going to launch next Tuesday. And the Tuesday is going to change to Tuesday trainings. And you're going to be able to, and here's going to be all the trainings, the recordings for all the webinars, and all the trainings over here. This is one of the pages we've been working on. This is going to be Leafit News, so whenever you want to sign up for a Monday night corporate call or a Tuesday training call, you'll be able to click on these links and it'll take you right to the webinar. So it's going to be one static page, kind of like Leafit Overview. Mike hasn't seen this even.
That looks pretty exciting to me, Mike. I don't know. Man, we're moving. It's like we're rolling down the
So the training everyone's been asking for is coming next Tuesday. Like I said, it's coming one way. They're ready or not, it's coming. We're launching.
Go.
So
that looks pretty sweet. That looks really sweet. All right. I think I know there's probably a couple of. I'm trying to skip through these questions as fast as I can. Derek says, what am I supposed to be excited about next week? I missed something. Derek, we're just going to announce a new price point and how to earn inside of the matrix. It's been streamlined. I mean, drastically streamlined, but I can't tell you exactly what it is. I got to wait for it to be programmed. I was asked not to divulge, the bottom line. So be here next Monday, and you'll see what that price point is and how simplified we've made that matrix. Everybody's going to be able to earn in the matrix much, much quicker. And, yeah, it's changed, but I'm telling you, you're going to like it. This is a pretty important question. Kim asks, is Leaf sending out 1099s for tax year 2013? Kim, absolutely yes. Yeah, they are, which you should be excited about. That's usually a very good sign that, the company is
real.
Actually staying accurate with what, the United States government would mandate, that you actually issue 1099s if you have people that made money in the United States. There's the question we answer all the time. What's wrong with PayPal? PayPal's a nightmare when it comes to this type of business model.
PayPal, I've had a PayPal account for my business for many years. PayPal does not accept any business opportunities at all. They will lock your account and take everybody's money as soon as they hear it's a business opportunity. And what they consider a business opportunity is a wide range of things. I've seen companies lock up $500, $600, $700, $1 million. So you don't want to use PayPal. So.
There you go. All right, you guys. I'm out of energy, and it's 8:02. And I got to run. Mike.
Yes.
I think we answered just about everything. If we skipped you guys, I'm sorry I didn't do it on purpose. I'm just trying to speed read and get through this as fast as I can. But 8:02, you got an hour out of me, and I was going to try and make this 15 minutes, but I'm going to go lay down now. I will see you guys on the conference call tomorrow, webinars. We're back at our regular schedule tomorrow. I'll just be there. I might not sound the best, but I'll be there. So appreciate you guys coming to the call tonight. 2014, here we go. All I can tell you, not trying to make it sound like a sales pitch. I'm just telling you, I'm excited about where the company's going, the things they're doing, and what I see the future is unfolding. The IT app is, none of us are going to be able to sleep at night waiting for that IT app to roll out. I can just tell you it's exciting, and it's got huge, huge potential. So, Mike Lucas, thank you again for all of your support and all your help. The rest of you guys keep doing what you're doing. You gals too. Appreciate all the hard work and everything you guys are doing out there. So keep the ball rolling, and we will we'll see you leaders on the leadership call on Friday, and next Monday. Get everybody to the corporate update call next Monday. We'll make that announcement, and probably a couple others by then as well. So, thanks again for joining us, and we'll talk to you guys all very, very soon.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected.